All right, guys, we are going to take a look at how to write linear equations, but by a calculator. So all you have to do is actually read the steps very carefully. So it says on the top left of the Desmos graphing calculator, click on the plus symbol. So this is what it looks like. Now, let me go ahead and just say this. You're going to go to Desmos graphing, whatever state you're in. So if it's Georgia, for example, you're going to type in Georgia. This way you get the test for the state test that you're in. So you're going to click this, and this is Georgia. So it should read whatever state you're in. So it should be green, and it should read the state that you're in. So anyway, it says on the top left, we're going to click the plus sign. Then it says select table. So after you click the plus sign, you are selecting the table. Looks like that. So go ahead and select table. Input your table, input your table, being sure to double check the numbers are right. So as I put this table in, you need to make sure the numbers are right. So I'm going to do example 1. I'm going to put these numbers in. So -2, and double checking that they're right. -2, enter, -1, enter, 0, enter, 1, enter, 2, enter. And then over here on the Y, I have 3, enter, 5, enter, 7, enter, 9, enter, and 11. All right, so again, double check. -2, 3, -1, 5, 0, 7, 1, 9, 2, 11. I'm good. Double check, because the only reason you get this wrong is if you don't check. So I can see that it's linear, a straight line. All right, then it says type. All right, type Y, exactly what it says right here. Now, this is only if your table is labeled X1, Y1. So you're going to go look at what your table is labeled. My table is labeled X1, Y1. If it wasn't labeled X1, Y1, you would then type this one if your table is labeled X2, Y2. So just be careful or be mindful as to what it is saying. If it's X3, it'll be X, you would type this with 3s in it. Okay, so mine is 1, so I'm going to type the 1, 1. And we're literally going to type exactly what it says. So it says Y, then 1, and then this little squiggly line, and I forget every year what it's called, tilde, I think, tilde, I don't know, squiggly line, okay? So this squiggly line can be found by hitting Shift, and then right underneath your escape key on the left top of your keyboard, it's there, but I'm going to show you here, since this is a visual one that you can see. You're going to click ABC, and there it is at the bottom. So once again, you're going to click this board, the show keyboard, click ABC, and then on the bottom in the middle, you'll see tilde. So again, I'm on Y1 equals tilde. Next is M, then X. All right, so then M, then X. And then I see the number 1, and again, it's corresponding to these numbers here, right? So 1. And then finally, plus B. So plus B. All right, I have typed in what it asked me to do. It looks like there's one more step. So one more step says replace the numbers for M and B that are displayed in the equation Y equals MX plus B. That is the equation of the line. So let's go ahead and do that. So it says replace. So I have Y equals MX plus B. And they're saying replace the numbers that you see. See M, you see 2. So where I see M, instead of M, I'm replacing it with 2. Instead of B being B, I'm going to replace it with +7. Now, if it was -7, you would replace this like this, -7. All right, but since it's +7, you're just going to have +7. Okay, now, if this black line, so you see this black line, it joined every single dot, you have done this correctly. If it not joined the dot, you have done it incorrectly. If these what else, we can take this color off like this. So let me just teach you a few things. All right, so take the black off. I can take the red off, right? So it looks like every stage is checking. I can take the green off. Okay, so these are just colors. So green, when I put the red, it matches. When I put the black, it matches. All of them have to match at the whole time. If it doesn't match at some point, you know something went wrong. You need to redo it again. So the equation for example 1 is Y equals, so we're going to write this down here. I'm not sure where I have space. Let's write it like this. Y equals, and it's 2x plus 7. 2x plus 7. Okay, so that's the equation for example 1. We're going to repeat this process for example 3. Now, please, please, please do what I'm asking you to do and don't cheat, because the only person you are cheating is yourself. Delete everything. All right, now the reason I'm saying delete everything is if you just shortcut it and change the numbers, you are not practicing how to input it in. So when we take a test, you will not know how to input it in. So we're going to go ahead and practice how to input again. So once again, we're reading these instructions. So on the top left, what are we clicking? Plus and table. All right, so we go plus table. Now I have a table. Let's put the question in. So anytime you can put the question into Desmos with an answer, you're good. All right, now put in the table. I'm going to do example 3. You're going to do example 2. So we have -6, enter, -5, enter, -4, -3, -2. Just keep pressing enter and go down. -4, enter, -9, enter, -14, enter, -19, enter, -24. All right, double check your table. So select table, we did that. It says input your table by being sure to double check the numbers are right. All right, -6, 4, 5, -9, 4, -14, 3, -19, 2, -24. Guys, I am not doing this because I have nothing better to do. This is going to be the mistake. You not copying the correct thing into your calculator. All right, so now I've double checked. Now, when I type this next thing, okay, so I'm going to be careful. It says if your table is labeled X1, Y1, I'm going to look. Yes, it is. So I'm using that one. If it's labeled 2, you're going to use that one. As I do this, it needs to go through these green dots. So if it doesn't go through the green dot, I know I did something wrong. So let's go ahead and start typing it up. So we're going to go Y, and then it says 1 because I'm using 1 right here. And then tilde, which again is shift, and then right underneath your escape key, but I'm doing this one. So this one is keypad, ABC, squiggly line. Then what's next? M, X, 1 plus B. As soon as you see the black line lines up with the green line, you're good to go. So that's correct, which means when I do this last step, if it lines up, I'm good. So finally, replace the numbers for M and B that are displaced in the equation, y equals mx plus b, and that's the equation of the line. So let's go ahead and do that. So y equals mx plus b, replace, see, there's a problem, I did a mistake. Try adding an equal sign. So when you make a mistake, click that because it will kind of tell you what you need to do. So I'm going to place the equal sign there, and it says replace the m, which is -5. So where I see m, I'm going to put -5. And then replace the b with -34. So I'm going to replace the b with -34. And as long as these lines match up, then I have done it correctly. So the equation of my line for example 3 is going to be y equals, we can write it right here, y equals -5x minus 34. Y equals -5x minus 34. Okay, and that's it, guys. So go ahead and do example 2. Again, please delete everything and start again. All right, so delete everything and start again. Let's practice.